Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 IONIQ 5N. We did a track review on this already. Check out this video right up here, linked in the description. Now this car is the hardest core version of the IONIQ 5, the EV that is tarted up. It has a few tricks up its sleeve that we're gonna show you shortly. These go for just under 70K MSRP. Love the styling on these. Quite a good looker, combining that retro look with still modern edginess and sharpness. Really a big fan. Also drove very well on track. Now we're powered by two motors, one in the front, one in the rear, 601 horsepower, 740 pound-feet of torque. But in N-Grin boost mode, you get an extra 40 horsepower to 641. We've got McPherson strut in the front, multi-link in the rear, 21-inch wheels wrapped in Pirelli 275 section with tires all around, square setup. And with that out of the way, let's see how she drives. Got these handles that come out when it's unlocked, ready for you to enter. And no transmission tunnel, so we have a lot of storage here, which is really nice. Very upright seating posture. We're gonna change the drive modes here to N Custom 1. Now here, what's gonna happen is it's an EV that acts like an internal combustion engine, and you have different noises too. That's ignition, that's evolution, and this is supersonic. This being the most realistic of the three. We've got two screens here, nice contrast, nice resolution, nice black levels, great chunky steering wheel, and you gotta appreciate we have some physical touch buttons here. So, let's put this into drive. Got a little, this little stalk right here that you rotate. And we're driving the most hardcore mode for everything else. Now right now this is in automatic mode, see with the D1. So it's gonna shift these fake gears. And between each shift you get this, the feeling of like a DCT where it hits you in the back, right? Between each of these gears. And I can put it into manual mode too. You even get to slow down the engine braking. It's just so realistic. Even though it weighs 4,800 pounds, this thing is no slouch. With over 600 horsepower and over 700 pound-feet of torque. And you'd be surprised, it actually drives pretty well. The steering is very direct. It's relatively light, but you get a little bit of feedback through the wheel. We do have adaptive suspension in the sport mode, relatively good body control. Again, you gotta remember this is a 4,800 pound EV, you know, based on like a family CUV kind of thing. Let's play around with these engine settings. Evolution. It'll even automatically downshift for you as if you were driving an auto, pedal to the metal, right? Supersonic. I'm actually really impressed with this vehicle because on track it's dynamically quite competent, and then driving it here around town, like, it's comfortable, right? I'm gonna even change the settings on the suspension. Go to normal. If you want a more comfortable ride, as you can see here, actually I'll move this steering wheel up slightly for you so you can see better. As you can see right here, suspension is now in normal mode. Steering will also put, steering will put into normal as well. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter now. I mean, even in the Sport Plus mode, it's relatively light. Yeah, big difference when you go to Eco. Big difference. As expected, that's a very lazy throttle response. Let's go to normal. I do like the throttle response of Sport Plus. And we'll do Sport Plus on everything. I love when cars do the multiple modes convincingly and well, because now you have a single vehicle that can fit your mood, whether you want to drive it hard or just get from point A to point B. Because when you go into these normal modes, steering normal, suspension normal, you know, you can change the engine sounds or even make it silent, even change the throttle response here. Now you're getting from A to B in comfort and quiet. You still have all the practicality you need. It's much bigger than it looks in photos, in real life. It's a pretty practical car. And then when you want to have fun, bam, you just change things up. The brakes feel really solid, very progressive and easy, and you're not having the issues of awkwardness between regen and regular braking in this vehicle. Very natural braking. I'm just really impressed by this because it drives the way you want it to drive. It drives better than it should as a 4,800 pound performance CUV or large hatchback, whatever you want to call it. It's really an impressive vehicle. If I had some complaints, and I mean, honestly, it's hard to find much fault with this vehicle. I mean, sure, you can complain that, oh, I wish the steering had a little bit more feedback, but it's still actually pretty good, especially for this class of vehicle. And the way that they implemented the simulated gears and behavior of an internal combustion engine is just so convincing. You put someone passenger seat and you tell them that it's an actual, you know, it has an engine, not electric motors, and they'd probably believe you. It's just that convincing. And it also makes the sound from the exterior as well, not just the interior. Yeah, it really dials back the power in normal mode, so you don't get yourself into too much trouble. Yeah, even Sport Plus. It's like a normal Sport Plus. More and more power, more and more immediate throttle response, as you'd expect. And if you want that extra power, N-Grin boost. Jeez. Yeah, really impressive vehicle. I love that with the, you know, when you have the indicator on, it shows you your blind spot. That's a nice touch that you see in other Hyundai vehicles and Genesis vehicles as well. I mean, it's really hard to find fault with the EV. You know, the batteries being low, the center of gravity being low. You don't have to worry about as poorly behaved of chassis dynamics and body roll versus an internal combustion engine vehicle, because the center of gravity is much higher there, right? So even at 4,800 pounds, this thing behaves and acts much lighter than it is. The suspension, you know, depending on the mode you want, you can get it a little bit firmer, a little bit softer. On track, yeah, even in Sport Plus mode, you may wish it's a little bit more firm because it still takes a little bit of a moment to set as you do weight transfer. But again, how frequently are you actually tracking this versus how frequently are you just carving the canyons? And I think for carving the canyons, Sport Plus is plenty adequate. But park mode, you just press on this button right here, and still can't get over that. It is so amusing to me. They're having a good time at Hyundai, right? They know how to have fun. They understand what car enthusiasts want. With EVs, a lot of us are concerned that we lose the sound, we lose the character, we lose the enjoyment, and they're like, hey, let's have some fun here. They're not taking themselves too seriously, and I really love that about this vehicle. It looks great in this orange with the wheels. I'm a big fan. At under 70K, I think it's actually a fair price. I don't think it's overpriced for what you're getting. You're getting a lot of performance, a lot of practicality, and the range, I mean, 220 miles, that's definitely on the shorter end, and hopefully that improves with future versions, iterations, etc. But my friends, let me know, what do you think of the 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 5N? Leave a comment down below. Much love, my friends, and I'll see you all in the next one.